everyone, in this video I will be reviewing melodrama as a type of modern theater. So the definition of melodrama is a drama characterized by exaggeration in the writing, production, and acting, and appeals to emotions. So as you can see in this GIF I have here, this lady is being melodramatic because she's really exaggerating her fall down these stairs. So we're going to go through this definition one word at a time to see the different characteristics of melodrama. So in this slide, we're talking about the writing in a melodrama. So there's always pretty stereotypical characters. There's always a villain who is evil and greedy and mean. And then there's always a heroine, and she is always courageous and she has good morals. She has good ideas about what is good in the world and what is evil. So the villain usually will kidnap the heroine or do something horrible, and then the hero comes in, and the hero believes in justice. He also has good morals, the good ideas of what is good and right in the world, and he's also very brave, similar to the heroine. So usually the villain and the hero are fighting back and forth, and then the hero will save the heroine or somebody, and he will defeat the villain. So in melodramas, the characters are very stereotypical, and the story is the same every time, where the hero and the villain fight, and then the hero wins. Good always defeats evil in these stories. So it's also exaggerated in the production. So a lot of the times in these melodrama plays, you can see in this picture, they had an actual train accident on the stage here. The set is very extravagant. You can see all of these like fake trees that they made in an actual fake train accident. They used trapdoors for people to fall through. They showed train crashes, flash floods, and fires on stage. I have a little clip from a soap opera here of a tornado that happened that we're going to watch a clip of so that you can see how exaggerated and overdramatic the production is to show that there's a tornado.
Promise me you won't tell Trevor who I am.
Okay, so they've got the flashing lights, and then they have the wall caving in here, doors flying around, trees flying around.
Kendall, are you alright? Kendall? Kendall, can you hear me?
This transmission is coming to you live through the emergency broadcast.
They had some flashing lights there, and now the power is going out. So even the door just blew in. It's really over-exaggerated. That's probably not super realistic for how it works. I mean, it happens, but it's not crazy realistic. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the acting in a melodrama. The acting style is very over-exaggerated. A lot of the times they'll be talking about something normal, but the way that they're moving their arms and their facial expressions is exaggerated, and a lot of the times they take long pauses in really awkward areas so that the audience has the chance to like gasp and react themselves. So this video takes place at a funeral. It's from the soap opera All My Children, and this woman is crashing a funeral, and there's an argument that happens.
If you don't want me here, you're gonna have to throw me out.
long pause for no apparent
My
reason.
mother was a trusting soul, and you took advantage of her. You used my mother to get closer in the firing range of me, your crocodile tears, and claimed to have had a relationship with my mother. It won't fly. The tears are real. The loss that I feel is real. Go feel it at Wild Wind. Your presence here is an insult to my mother's memory.
I should have known you'd treat this like a press conference. Erica Kane, the grief-stricken star. Look at you. The hair, the dress, the makeup, it's all perfect. Waiting for that one close-up when that one reporter asks you, your mother is dead, how do you feel? One lone tear will drop down your over-blushed cheek. I can see the headlines now. Erica Kane cries, the known universe mourns. And you're inhuman. Look at you. Have you shed one tear? Have you cried at all? Or are you waiting for the camera crews to arrive?
Mommy, why is Kendall here?
I came to pay my respects to
Kendall was just going.
How are you doing, Bianca? Are you okay?
You don't care about me.
Yes.
I want her to leave.
You heard me. Go.
Stay away from my little girl. Kendall, just let me escort you to the door, okay?
I came here to pay my respects to my grandma, and that is what I intend to do.
Kendall, the door is this
Let
way.
go of me!
Okay, so the dramatic music plays, she covers her mouth, all because this picture got knocked on the ground. Oh no, not Grandma's
I'm
picture.
sorry, Jack Rami. I didn't mean to do it, Erica, I swear.
So the acting is over exaggerated. While this is a scene that could happen in real life, there's not going to be dramatic music playing in the background, and there's not going to be pauses for the audience to gasp and wonder what's going to come next. So melodramas also appeal to emotions. The reason that there's all of this exaggeration happening is because they want the audience to empathize with the characters that are on the stage. The writing does whatever it can to make the people in the audience feel a connection to these characters. As you can see in this picture, these people are very interested in what's happening on the stage here. And everyone loves to see a story where there's the good versus evil and the good always wins. So that's a big reason why people like these melodrama plays. One big thing to note is that in melodramas and modern plays, the purpose of theater has moved to entertainment. The reason that you watch a play like this is because you like to feel that connection to the characters, and it's entertaining. We did an activity in class on November 10th, and Nasri, if you're watching this, I'm going to use what your group did. And the definition that you all came up with is that melodrama is when many exciting events happen and the characters have very strong or exaggerated emotion. That's exactly what melodrama is. All of these exciting big things happen to them that usually wouldn't happen all to one person, but they do. And the characters are always really exaggerated in their emotions. The plot, the villain and the hero are usually fighting with each other. Acting style can be realistic and unrealistic. As we saw in that last clip, what they were talking about was realistic, but the gasps and the waiting for the music to play isn't very realistic. These sets are huge and realistic. As we saw in this picture here, they had an actual train accident on the stage. The purpose is to show people how realistic the acting is. Yeah, people watch this to see realistic acting because they're entertained by it. And my favorite example that you guys came up with was Rain. I don't know if any of you have seen this show. It's on Netflix if you have it. But it's definitely an example of a melodrama about Mary, Queen of Scots.